Hello, welcome back. Right, I am continuing my look into some of the games that came out of Russia, some of which are fantastic. And this, confusingly, is part 3, although it should be part 4. I forgot to give Twinlight a number, but technically I've done loads of Russian games before I decided to start numbering them, so it should be part 12. But you get the sort of picture. I'm a dickhead and I messed it up, basically. Anyway, this is Supaplex from Flymansoft in 1999. This game was written by Andrei Mushnikov. I do hope I've pronounced his name right. And it's kind of like a boulderdash crossed with something else. Quite what it's crossed with, I don't know. But again, found this game completely by accident. And I'm so glad I did, because it's fantastic. I'm only going to show you the first sort of 3 levels. The first of which is a warm-up stage. You can see this game's got really nice graphics, really fantastic music, and it's just so playable. Now, if you're familiar with the game, please share your comments and memories of it, etc. down below. And if you're gonna, if this piques your curiosity in the game, then by all means, please go and try it out. Let me know what you think. Now, as you can see, this is just a warm-up level. It just shows you what the game's about. You've got to excavate around the boulders, making sure they don't fall on your Swede, otherwise it's game over. And also the items that you have to collect, if they fall on your head, they can kill you. So you know can't be too complacent. And this is just a warm-up level to get you used to the way things go. But it really is a lovely game. And don't be put off by sort of first impressions of the graphics. If you were to see a still of it, you'd think, well, that don't look very nice or garish. But when it's moving, everything is really good. This is such a fun game. This maze bit seems to be the only the low part of the game that I've experienced so far. I haven't encountered any other maze levels as such. It seems to be sort of out of place, and it doesn't fit within the rest of the game, as if it's just been sort of tacked on as a filler, if you like. And you know, maze type games are boring anyway. Well, I think they are. If you lose your place or lose your way, you've got to go all the way back, etc. So controls: QA, OP, space to eat, or do something else. Can't remember what with. Or place a bomb. Sorry. But I've not encountered any of the bombs yet. Now, if you occasionally in the levels mess something up and a block falls and blocks your exit and you cannot progress any further, you have the simple option of pressing 1 to blow yourself to Kingdom Come and start the level over again. Now, you seem to have infinite lives. There is a timer, as you can see in the bottom right, but the timer seems to just be for your own personal. If you wanted to speed run something, see how well you'd be able to do it. I've not sort of run out of time or anything on any of the levels. This game is just so good. And eventually, when I get out of the maze, you'll see that even though you're not up against the time limit, in parts, so you have time to look at things. At times when you have to you've got no option but to keep moving. It's a real sort of adrenaline rush, especially with the music in the background on some of the later levels. It's really sort of like pumping, fast tempo music, and you're thinking, oh shit, you got all these blocks dropping around you and behind you and everything, and it really does sort of get you going. It's a very sweaty palm moment, I can tell you. But yeah, again, really glad I found this game, because there's nothing wrong with it that I can find that isn't just nitpicking. Like I've mentioned about the maze, that's probably in there for a reason. It just seems a little bit out of place to me. Other people might like it. Now, this is the level, the first example of which is shows you how much of a sort of adrenaline rush this game can be. Now, like I said, you do have time to sort of stop and look at things, but sometimes, like then, just dawdle for a moment and you're shagged, mate. Sorry, and you are in trouble, I should have said. But yeah, a really excellent game, and I'm enjoying sort of playing these, and I'm enjoying trying some of the games people have been suggesting to me. Now, I'm having trouble with a few of the files, getting them to load, and On a couple of them I've had to load in other emulators, but I don't seem to be able to record anything other than RZX, and when I try and put them into the video, I'm not technically minded, so you know, I knacker it right up and it doesn't sort of look good, so I'm having to sort of grin and bear that until I can find a way around that. Thanks to people who have helped me out in the comments below with things to do, such as RZX Archive with help regarding fire and ice. They came up with a suggestion for me which worked fantastically well, so I've managed to get around to playing that game, although that's one of the games I've had problems recording a video of. Now here we go, you know, you've got to keep moving, etc. Really good game with that music going in the background, which again I'm rabbiting all over. It's just brilliant fun. Later levels, or the next couple of levels, you know, as you can understand, they get progressively harder and harder. You've got to do the levels in order. You can't jump in and out at your leisure, but you can revisit ones that you have completed. Now this bit's really clever. You might think it looks a bit boring, waiting for all these blocks to drop, but it really is nice the way it opens up the rest of the level. Now I think you've probably gathered by now that I really like Supaplex. It's a cracking little game. I'm so glad I found it. Thanks ever so much for watching. There's no need for me to continue rabbiting. If you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. But if you do subscribe, please take the time to join in with conversations. That's all, folks. Take care. Have a great weekend.